Yes, students, welcome back to Lines and Angles in that parallel lines and a transversal topic class. So, we are discussing that interior alternate angles, Z-shaped angles actually. Okay. So, that is angle 4 and angle 6, one pair of interior alternate angles, angle 3 and angle 5, another pair of interior alternate angles. Okay. So, we know the property that pair of when the two lines are parallel, then the interior angles obtained are equal. Interior alternate angles are equal. If the interior alternate angles are equal, Z-shape angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. So these are the two statements related to interior alternate angles. So now after the interior alternate angles, we will go to the exterior alternate angles. Exterior alternate angles. What is that exterior alternate angles? Alternate angles in that sense exterior, it lies outside. So can you guess which is the exterior alternate angle? From here also we are taking the help of Z shape only. Are you observing this type here, Z shape? In that, in this corner 2 is there and here 8 is there. Can we take this 2 and 8? Is it right now, students? 2 and 8 is the first pair of interior alternate angles. Yes, first set is angle 2 and angle 8. And which is the second one? See here how to mark this one, Z shape. In this corner 2 and here Z shape corner 8. Outside, lies outside the diagram. So 4, 3, 5, 6. So these are interior angles. 1, 2, 7, 8 are called as exterior angles. In that, interior alternate angles 4 and 6, 3 and 5. Exterior alternate angle 2 and 8 and 1 and 7. Second pair is angle 1 and angle 7. Is that clear, students? Angle 1 and angle 7, another pair of exterior alternate angles. Then what property? Can anyone tell me the property of exterior alternate angles first? Exterior alternate angles. What property for exterior alternate angles? Yes, exterior alternate angles are also equal. Interior alternate angles are equal and exterior alternate angles are also equal. So just keep the properties in your mind, because in the next exercise we have to work out the problems related to this corresponding angles, interior alternate angles, exterior alternate angles, and next we are discussing different type of angles now. Yes, this is about the third classification. Can you tell me the fourth one, which is the next one? Same side of the transversal. Yes, Aryan gave the answer that fourth classification is very important, students. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So this is a fourth question, fourth type of angles. Okay, interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So in the word, let us see the word interior, in the sense inside. Okay, interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Interior in the sense inside. Angles on the same side. Same side in the sense this is one side. Okay, so same side andre 4 and 5. Another side is 3 and 6. Got the idea of this angle? Interior. Interior in the sense we have to take only these 4 angles. Okay, interior angles. On the same side in the sense 4 and 5 is one type. 3 and 6 is another type. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. First pair is angle 4 and angle 5. Second set is angle 3 and angle 6. So these are the two pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. These angles are also called as co-interior angles. Co-interior angles also we can use for this. Okay, interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Now you just come from the beginning. Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are equal. Interior alternate angles. Interior angles are equal. Then exterior alternate angles. Exterior alternate angles are equal. Now what is the result for this? Are they equal? Interior angles on the same side of the transversal, are they equal? No, it is having different property. Yes, it is having different property that 4 and 5 not equal, but sum 4 and 5, sum of the interior angles on the same side of the transversal is always 180 degree. Very, very important topic. Okay, so angle 4 plus angle 5, which is equal to 180 degree. Angle 3 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. For most of the problem, we are taking the help of this concept. Sum of the interior angles on the same side of the transversal is always equal to 180 degree. So this 4 and 5 sum is 180, then 3 plus 6. Angle 3 plus 6 is also equal to 180 degree. These two angles are not equal, may be equal. Okay, so but it is not having any condition that 4 equal to 5. Okay, so 4 plus 5 180 degree, or sum of these two angles are supplementary. Supplementary in the sense sum of the two angles are equal to 180 degree. Is that clear, students? The property is very simple. If the two lines are parallel, if a transversal intersect the parallel lines, then the interior sum of the interior angles on the same side of the transversal, which is equal to 180 degree, or if the sum of the interior angles on the same side of the line transversal ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗೋದೇ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ. ಸೊ ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮ್ 180 ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ then you can give the conclusion that this line is parallel to this line, that is converse to each other. Okay, first line is direct statement, then converse of that statement. That type we are using the property. Is that clear, students? Next, is there any classification in the parallel lines and the transversal condition? What is the next concept? Corresponding angles over, interior alternate angles over, exterior alternate angles over, then interior angles on the same side of the transversal over. Is there anything missing? Yeah, here also we can use that vertically opposite angles and all. Very good. Yeah, here also angle 1 vertically opposite to angle 3. 1 is equal to 3, 2 is equal to 4, 5 is equal to 7, 6 is equal to 8. Yes, of course, linear pair also you can use. 1 and 2 linear pair, 2 and 3 linear pair, 3 and 4 linear pair, 1 and 4 linear pair, 5 and 6 linear pair, 6 and 7 linear pair, 7 and 8 linear pair, 8 and 5 linear pair. You can use the last concept also, what we discussed in the first exercise, together. So you can use that concept for the second part also, parallel lines and transversal. But here you got many extra properties, that corresponding angles are equal in parallel lines, interior alternate angles are equal, exterior alternate angles are equal, interior angles on the same side of the transversal sum is 180 degree. So with this vertically opposite angles are equal, then sum of the linear pair of angles is equal to 180 degree. So we have to mix all these properties and then we have to work out the problems. We have to apply this knowledge for the problem section. Is that clear? So this is about the parallel lines and the transversal topic. And so we have to discuss one more important topic today. So the lines parallel to the same line. Lines parallel to the same line. For example, let us recall the axiom now. AB is on line 3 centimeter. AB which is equal to BC. Okay, this AB is equal to BC. Then this BC which is equal to, AB which is equal to, we'll take the name CD, okay. Then EF. See here, AB line equal to CD line. CD line equal to EF line. Can we say that AB equal to EF line? Yes, of course. According to axiom 1, things which are equal to the same thing are equal to one another. AB, CD equal. CD, EF equal ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ AB ನ CD equal ಆಗಿದೆ. CD ಅನ್ನೋದು EF equal ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ CD ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ. So EF equal to AB. Similarly, in the same way, now you just observe. I'm going to take this line L. Okay, next this one M. Next this one N. L, M, N. Okay, so now L line is parallel to M line. M line is like in the axiom one. So AB is equal to CD, CD is equal to EF, therefore AB which is equal to EF. The lines which are equal to the same line, then they are equal to each other. In the same way, if the lines are parallel to the same line, then they are parallel to each other. Okay, L is parallel to M. L is parallel to M. Then M is parallel to N. M is parallel to N. M, same, no? So, L parallel to M. For that M line N parallel, then we can say that L is also parallel to N. So, this is a very important topic, students. The lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. So, now we can say the conclusion that L, M, N, all the three lines are parallel to each other. In the question, they will give only L is parallel to M is parallel to N. So prove that or find this one, that one. So in that topic, so you have to apply this knowledge that if L is parallel to M and M is parallel to N, then according to that axiom condition, L is also parallel to M. You can use that topic because we need the parallel condition, no? L is parallel to N. If the lines are parallel to the same line, they are parallel to each other. Is that clear, student? So this is about the today's topic. Now we'll work out one or two example problems so that we are able to solve the second exercise problem. Now look at the first example question. Okay, so first example question is like this. In figure, I'll read the question first. In figure, if PQ parallel to RS, PQ parallel to RS. In figure, if PQ parallel to RS, angle MXQ. Angle MXQ is equal to 135 degree and angle MYR. Angle MYR which is equal to 40 degree. Then find what we have to find here. Angle XMY. Angle XMY we have to find. So diagram is given in the question only. The diagram is like this. Okay. So PQ is the first line. Then RS. Here M. This is 135 degree. Then this one is X. This is Y. This is 40 degree. Okay, so this is about the diagram. So what we have to find here, actually two angles measurement is given. MXQ, this is 135 degree. MYR, this is 40 degree. Find XMY, this angle is unknown. See here, just observe the diagram. This angle we have to work out. What is given? PQ line is parallel to RS line. PQ line is parallel to RS line. Which concept we have to apply for this actually? Parallel line condition is there in the sense we need a transversal, right? Are you observing a transversal here? So, ಎರಡು line ಅನ್ನು intersect ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? No transversal in this figure. No transversal. Then what we have to do for this? The diagram is not sufficient. In this given diagram only we cannot continue the problem. Yeah, we need construction. What construction we have to do actually? So we have to draw one line parallel to PQ line. Okay, let us take that construction. Like this. For PQ, we have to take one more line, that is parallel line. Is that clear, students? They have marked this parallel line as AB. See, you know the concept? PQ line. In the construction part, PQ is parallel to AB. Already it is given that PQ is parallel to RS. So then it is clear that this AB is also parallel to RS only now. Yes, this is the construction now. Now are you observing this line is parallel to this? This is act like a transversal. Transversal andre no parallel lines anna two intersect points alli intersect ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದು two distinct point alli. So here ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಈ ಲೈನ್, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ವರ್ಸಲ್ ಅಂತ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಲ್ವಾ? For PQ and AB line this act like a transversal. Now for AB and RS line this MY act like a transversal. What we need actually, total this angle we need. But directly we cannot find out the XMY we have to make that two parts. XMY is divided into two parts, that XMB then YMB. Okay, so this XMY is divided into two parts, that is one part is XMB, another part is YMB. First we have to find out XMB, then we have to find out YMB, then we have to add that XMB and YMB so that you will get XMY. Is that clear, student? First we will concentrate on XMB. How to find out XMB? Which concepts we are going to use here? Can you tell me first? Which concept we can use here? XMB. Hello? Many topics we have. Which concept? Yeah, linear pair, linear pair. How can we use linear pair? Linear pair, okay, yes. Some students are using the trick that linear pair use ಮಾಡಿ ಈ angle ಕಂಡುಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ alternate angle ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. Yes, or you can use one more topic, no, interior angles on the same side of the transversal. That is also direct no topic. So better nan prakara interior angles on the same side of the transversal use ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ it's good. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ linear pair use ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು alternate angles ಎರಡೆರಡು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋದು. That is your wish. You can follow any method. But I think it is direct no students. QXM plus XMB is equal to 180 degree interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Let us take PQ line is parallel to AB line. That's why angle QXM plus angle MXB, which is equal to 180 degree. What is the reason for this? Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. You have to write the reason properly. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. You all know that interior angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 degree. Now this one is 135 degree plus MXB is unknown. Okay, so that is not MXB, XMB. We have to write this one as XMB, students. Okay, XMB is equal to 180 degree. Now XMB, which is equal to 180 minus 135. What is the measurement? Fatafat. XMB, which is equal to 180 minus 135. Yes, it is 45 degree. Yes, we got one angle measurement. This one has 45. Now, so which concept? Yes, 45. This one 45. Next, which concept we have to apply to find out YMB? YMB. I'm waiting. YMB, yeah, very simple. Alternate angles. Are you observing the Z shape here? Yes, you can observe the Z shape here. If this angle is 40, then this is also 40 now. Interior alternate angles. Very good. See here, angle, which angle is MYR? Angle MYR, which is equal to angle YMB. Angle YMB, because interior alternate angles. Interior alternate angles. Interior alternate angles. If MYR is 40 degree, angle YMB is also equal to 40 degree. Actually, what is the question? XMY we have to find out. So here, let us take angle XMY is equal to angle XMB plus angle YMB. XMB plus angle YMB. XMB is 45 degree, YMB is 40 degree, 40 plus 45 is 85 degree. So total angle is 85 degree. Is it clear, students? Got the idea of this type of problem? Actually, what concepts we applied here? Which concept? So we use alternate angles, then interior angles on the same side of the transversal. We use two property. So it is option for you. You can use the linear pair concepts also. So that is depending upon your wish. Okay, this is about the first example problem. So next, look at the second example problem. What is that second example problem actually? So we'll discuss the second example problem also, so that it is easy to discuss tomorrow. Tomorrow we can directly move on to the exercise part. Exercise is homework for you. Okay. So now look at the second question. If a transversal intersects two lines such that the bisectors of a pair of corresponding angles are parallel, then prove that the lines are parallel. If a transversal intersect two lines such that bisectors of a pair of corresponding angles are parallel, then prove that the lines are parallel. See here, first we have to draw the diagram. PQ and RS. Then this is a transversal. Corresponding angles, they are mentioning this one as A, D. Okay, here corresponding angles, they are mentioning corresponding angles. For this corresponding angles, bisectors. Bisectors in the sense which divides this angle into two equal parts and this angle into two equal parts. Here the name is B and E. Whatever name you can give. So this is like a theorem question. You can give any type of name. Okay, this angle is equal to this and this angle which is equal to this. Now what is given actually? Actually it is given that this line is parallel to this. It is given actually. Bisector line. So this line is parallel to this. AB, Q and BCS are in the shape of corresponding angles, right? For this corresponding angle, these lines are bisectors. Bisectors are already parallel. What is given? First list out the given data. Given data is BE parallel to CG. Given data is this BE line is parallel to CG line is given already. What we have to prove here? To prove actually using this parallel line condition, we have to prove that PQ line is parallel to RS line. PQ line is parallel to RS line. Yes, PQ is parallel to RS, we have to prove. So how can we prove that one? Only the given data is this BE and CG are bisectors. One more thing you have to write in the given data. BE and CG are bisectors, angle bisectors. Angle bisectors. Okay. Yeah. Now which concepts we can use for this? Which concepts we can use? Angle bisectors and these lines are parallel also. So which concept we can use? Bisectors in the sense. So the angle is divided into two equal part or half part alva. Can we use that half part concept? Can I take this set first? Angle ABE. How can we write angle ABE proof? Angle ABE is half of angle ABQ. Can I write like this? Angle ABE. This angle ABE is half of ABQ because BE is the bisector of total angle ABQ. Consider this equation as equation number 1. Is that clear, students? Equation number 1. What reason is we have to write? BE is the bisector of angle ABQ. This is the first equation. Now, similarly, second equation you take. BCG. Angle BCG, this is equal to half of angle BCS. Call this equation as equation 2. What is the reason? CG is the angle bisector of total BCS angle. Is that clear, students? First and second equation. This ABE is half of ABQ. Then this BCG is half of BCS. So now what we can observe? So are you observing this ABE? This BE line and CG lines are parallel in the sense this ABE and BCG are corresponding angles, right? For this parallel line condition, this ABE and BCG are corresponding angles. So, angle ABE is equal to angle BCE because these are corresponding angles. corresponding angles. Why we are considering this as corresponding angles? Because BE line is parallel to CG line. Now you just come to equation 1 and 2. ABE is equal to BCE. Things which are equal to the same thing are equal to one another. If this ABE equal to BCE, can we say that this half ABQ is equal to half BS? Yes, from equation 1 and 2, from 1 and 2 we get half of angle ABQ is equal to half of angle BCS according to axiom 1. According to axiom 1. Now you just observe half cancel. Both sides half cancel. What is remaining now? ABQ is equal to BCS. ABQ. Just observe the diagram. ABQ angle is equal to BCS angle. While discussing the property, we discussed actually if these pair of angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. No? Yes, of course. If this ABQ is equal to BCS, then of course, therefore PQ line is parallel to RS line. We can use this condition. So what reason you have to write? If pair of corresponding angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. See, very simple. Here we use angle bisector concept. Okay, this BE line is parallel to CG line is given. Angle bisector, these lines are acting as an angle bisector which divides the angle into half part. So I took this part. ABE is half of ABQ, first equation. Then BCG is half of BCS, second equation. These two lines are parallel. That's why ABE and BCG are act like a corresponding angles. So these two are equal. So if these two are equal, these two are also equal according to axiom 1. Half cancel. ABQ which is equal to BCS. Therefore, pair of corresponding angles are equal. Then the lines are parallel. Hence, PQ parallel to RS. Is that clear, students? This is about the second example problem. Now, third example problem we are not going to work out because it is easy. It is in your textbook. You just go through that. You just write that solution. Just we'll discuss now. In figure, AB line is parallel to CD line and CD line is parallel to EF line. Okay. So, also EA perpendicular to AB. EA perpendicular to AB. If angle BEF is 55 degree, angle BEF is 55 degree, find the values of X, Y, Z. It is very simple, student. First, they have used interior angles on the same side of the transversal concept. Then X, Y, ali X and Y are pair of corresponding angles. X sikidre Y sigutte or Y sikidre X sigutte. So next, Z calculate madad easy ಇದೆ. You just work out that problem, that is homework part. Okay, that is already solution is given in the textbook only. You just go through that question. But in the textbook, answer is given. But some steps are missing there. They will give the calculation and all very directly. Don't do that. Okay, you have, while writing the notes, you have to write each and every steps. You just try to work out that XYZ angles by in your own way. No need to copy that same solution. Is that clear? Very simple. Diagram is given already. So you just draw the diagram. Try to find out X value, Y value, Z value. Applying that corresponding angles are equal. Alternate angles are equal. Or you can use vertically opposite angles, or you can use linear pair, okay, or you can use interior angles on the same side of the transversal topic. So that is left for you only, students. And the second exercise is homework. Total 6 problems are there. All the 6 problems are very easy. Okay, so try to work out all the 6 problems, and tomorrow we are going to discuss that 6 problems with the help of board. In the board only I'll explain. I'm not going to share any page. If we share the page, so it's just a oral. ನಾನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಓದ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ geometry problems and all, for most of the class I'm going to use the blackboard only. Is that clear, students? Okay, so today's homework is that exercise, second exercise. Okay, if you are having any confusion in parallel lines and a transversal topic, you can ask now. So for the second exercise, you can apply linear pair, vertically opposite angles, corresponding angles, pair of interior angles or exterior angles or interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So using these properties, you have to solve the second exercise. If you are having any doubts, you can ask now. Otherwise, we'll end the class. Okay, students. Yes, do you have any doubts? Yes, do you have any doubts, students? Hello, no doubts. No doubts, no doubts, no doubts. Oh, all are telling that no doubts, Mataji. If I go give one sudden test, then what happened? I don't know. Surprise test. Then no doubt, Mataji. Okay.